everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I've been missing action for a little bit. I can't actually remember why I stopped recording. I have still been cash stuffing, but just off camera. I think I started with that cold, that really bad cold that everybody's had that's been going around and went onto my chest, and I just weren't feeling all that best to be doing videos. And then I broke my ankle, so I've just not been recording, but I'm back. This week I've no idea what week we're stuffing for October wise, but this week we're going to be stuffing week 1 and week 2 of my budget. I didn't cash stuff last week, a bit of a medical emergency with my son. He's fine, but I just didn't stuff for last week, so we're just going to combine. I did do my grocery shopping online, so I got that delivered from Iceland, so that's already gone. That's not going to be stuffed for week 1, but for week 2 it will be, just to add more confusion. So let's start off by grabbing the cash for this week. So we've got week 1 and week 2, so I have no idea how much is here, so we're just going to have to count it and hope that it's right. So let's just sort this out. Yeah, I have no idea if this is going to be right or not. I don't know what to expect from it, but we'll roll with it. We'll see what happens. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, so 180, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 5, 65, 70. Let me just count that again. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70, 370, whatever. I think it's 370, I don't know, no idea. Okay, so as always, let's start off with what we have left over from the week before. It could be a combination of a few weeks of what's in here. I have no idea. Yeah, I've no idea what's going to be left in here. I don't think there is anything actually. Groceries, nothing. Fuel, nothing. Miscellaneous, nothing. Eating out, no. Household, no. I've got a bit back to bank. That's with me doing my online food shop. That just needs to go back to the bank. Now we do have some change. I think we've got quite a bit of change actually. Yeah, change wise, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, £11 in pound coins. And 250p's. Right, so groceries for this week is going to be 50. 50. Fuel is getting skipped. I did that last week. And that is some of the money as well that's gone back to the bank. Miscellaneous is getting 10. No, miscellaneous is going to be getting 20 because we're doubling up, aren't we? not going to need that. Eating out is getting 20. And household will be getting £10. That's £5 for each week. Okay. Right, that's everything done in the bills. Moving on to our variables. I think some money's been spent out of here since the last time I recorded. No clue. I think it has, actually. Home. I definitely spent some money out of home. I bought a dehumidifier for drying the clothes. So that's come out of there. But anyway, right, this week home is getting skipped. Garden is getting skipped. Also hair and beauty and clothing. No, clothing's getting 5. Clothing now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 95 in clothing. Social is getting £10 for this week. Nothing for last week. No. So social is just getting £10 this week. Now I am out today for my friend's birthday. So we've got £50 in the bank, 70, 85. That should be enough. And we're going for a bottomless brunch, which is about £50. So that should be enough to cover that. Gifts is getting skipped. Car maintenance is also getting skipped. And this is short trips, but this is getting 20. So £10 from last week, £10 from this week. So short trips has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. Which is good because I need to book another hotel to go down to Pirbright to take my daughter back down there. Right, moving on to annuals. So birthdays is going to be getting £5 from last week and £5 from this week. So birthdays now has 10, 25, 30. Ground rent is getting £5 from last week and 5 from this week. Okay, so ground rent now has, nearly done with it, aren't we? So ground rent has 100 in the bank, 120, 40, 50, 65, 70. So 170 in ground rent. Car is getting 5 from last week and 5 from this week. Okay, so that's 2 on there. Sorry, I just realised you couldn't see that. So £10 going into car, which means we've now got 50 in the bank, 70, 80, no, 50 in the bank, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 55, 60. So 160. 116 card. Home is getting 5 from last week and 10 from this week. So 15 into home, so that's 3 of these. So home now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 100. And emergency is getting 20 from last week and 20 from this week. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So that gives us 150 in the bank. 170, 190, 210, 230, 50, 70, 80, 90, 305 in emergency. Okay, so moving on to Christmas. I'm really sorry about the glare on here. So Christmas, we've done my daughter's. I did complete my son's as well, off camera, so that's done, and we're now working on gifts for family. So Christmas is going to be getting 20 from last week and 20 from this week, so £40 into Christmas, which is going to be 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40 to here. So family presents now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. I'm not sure what my target is for family gifts, so we'll just keep going. Okay, so let's see what we've got left over, because we should now be moving on to challenges. I feel like I've missed something. Now, last time I stuffed, I did complete finally the summer heads or tails, so that is completed, and that gave us, I didn't reallocate as I did want to reallocate on camera, but summer edition of heads or tails saved us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. So 130 was saved in the heads or tails summer edition. Perfect. So I'll pop that there, and then we will reallocate that at some point. Okay, now I have been doing my challenges slightly different. I've not been rolling, I'm just wanting to get through them. I'm not sure where I finished off last time actually. So we'll start from the beginning. I do need to get something that tells me where I've finished up, but we'll start from here. So heads or tails, and we've got quite a bit of money to go at, so let's get going. Whoops. Heads. So that's £5 into heads or tails. And this is the autumn edition now. So we've got woolly hats for heads and we've got woolly socks for tails. I think that's cute. So we've got £5 going in to heads or tails. Should we go again or should we just do rounds and see? Let's go again. Tails. So that's going to be 10 into there. Right, we'll stop there because heads or tails can be brutal to me. Right, mini seasonal. Working on the autumn. So we'll do £5 into here. So just cross off the 5. Chipping away at it. Okay, so we've got 2, 1, 1 and another one. Oh my word. 6, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1. Can't do that one. 5, 1, leaves that one. 2, 6, 6, 2, and last round. 4, can't do that one. 3 and 5. 6, we can't do that one, so we lost 2 chips that round. So we've got 5, 10, 14, 18, 21. Now, just because we've got the money, shall we do? We will do the 21. For a change, we'll go big. So £21 into chipping away at it. Life is a roller coaster. Now I've completed this twice round now, so we're starting a new journey round. What colour should we do? We've had pink and blue. What's that? We'll go for yellow. 1. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 9. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 12. So do £12 into Life is a Roller Coaster. Walking in a Winter Wonderland. We've nearly finished this, and I do want to finish it because I want to reallocate it. And what colour are we on? Purple. Purple. So we're here. 1, 4. Let's just do the 3 for the 7. And let's just do that 5 for 12. We'll take that 3 out and we'll put 15 in. That's worked out perfectly to take us to Home Bargains. Oh no, B&M this time. B&M for £2.50 each, so we'll put the £5 into Home Bargains. B&M. Oh, I did one extra there, didn't I? We'll ignore that. I'll cross that off later and sort that out. Okay, perfect. So that's those saving challenges complete. So we managed to get a bit into each of those. Let's have a look. So we've got the pound coins are going into Pixel Perfect. So we've got Peachy Keen. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. 11 into Pixel Perfect. So we're still working on the ones. There we go. So we've got 11 into there. Let's just two's in there. And one's in there. Brill, and we've got some for the 50p's. Oh, we completed this, didn't we? I completed that, so let's just cross 1, 2. So 2 into the 50p's challenge and bags of cash. So let's see what we've got. Yeah. £1.25. due an unstuffing. They're a bit fat. What is it? 125. So that gives us 65 and 60. Perfect. So that is everything stuffed. We've had week 1 and week 2 of my budget. No idea what weeks that is of October. Maybe week 3. We've got another week left. Yeah, possibly weeks 2 and 3 of October. No idea. Anyway, thank you if you are still here. I do apologise, it was a bit of a chaotic video. Not a clue what I'm saying, what I'm doing. But thank you. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it is much appreciated. And I shall see you on the next video. Bye.